What's going on, Geeks? You listen to episode 449 of the Geeks Under Grace podcast. My name is Cody Armour, and I'm here with Andrea Riccati.
Hello.
Jonathan is not with us today. He is doing some really cool work. There is a competition, a film competition. You'll have to find his pages to know where to vote, but it's a voting system, and he is in the top 10 of his category.
Woohoo!
And so he is out doing the logistical stuff of all of that. Really excited for him. Very cool. So this week we're geeking out about eBay, I guess. May the 4th be with you, and also with you. And Pac-Man. Uh, gotta make the church joke in there. It is Geeks Under Grace, after all. Also, before we get into... I feel like this is going to be a really short podcast, but that's okay. Before we get into the... what we've been gaming and stuff, I did want to point out that it is my first day on the job, technically. I'm really excited about it. I take Mondays off anyways, and Mondays are kind of my Geeks Under Grace days anyway, so it's not super different from a normal Monday yet. But tomorrow I will not be going into my day job because it is no longer my day job. My day job will be Geeks Under Grace. And yeah, I'm so excited about it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I have been working since October to kind of fundraise my salary basically, and I have a 3-month runway saved up, and so I'll take the next 3 months and I'll really push hard on fundraising the rest of my salary, and hopefully we can continue doing this on into the future. And if you're like, I would give to that would mean a lot to me. You can go to geeksundergrace.com/Cody, and from there you can donate. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and so you can give whatever you like. Every little bit counts. Every little bit helps. Think of things in just a literal sense of I'm gonna buy Cody a meal once a month or a coffee once a month. Um, every dollar counts, and so especially when you kind of put it in that way, you could help fill my gas tank because that's very expensive these days, and I'm doing a
Oh
lot of
gosh, it's so
traveling.
expensive.
Uh,
So
you
expensive
know,
right now.
so yes, it's bad. Um, so like I would have fill his gas tank, uh, a few once a week for the month would mean a lot to me. I know that would be a high dollar amount. So, yeah, I would love to financially partner with you. If you're like, I need more information on what I'm really giving to, what I'm going to be doing with the time that those finances allot me, feel free to reach out to me wherever you can find me to DM. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. Uh, I'm on in Discord. Uh, at Cody Armour for most of it, and so I would love to sit down and talk to you about it and see if financially partnering with me is a route you want to go. But yeah, I didn't. I mostly wanted it to be celebratory and not really like a call out of please give me money. I'm really excited about it. I'm really just wanted to share that with the listeners for the most part. All right, we'll get into the games that we've been playing. I have not. I'm not geeking out a whole lot this week. It's been a crazy week, and I've been doing a lot of Ren Fair stuff, and so that's been my geek
Ooh.
out. It hasn't been gaming; it's been Ren Fairs. Yeah. Andre, you been playing anything?
I am still on the Kingdom Come Deliverance train with Henry of Skalitz. I'm finished. I think I finished most of the side quests I've been wanting to do. The other ones are just more mundane stuff that I could pick, take it or leave it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and continue Henry's story in the main campaign. Um, but no, I've been having a lot of fun, and it's so funny because everybody was saying that this game is so rough with the mechanics, but if I'm having a good time with this, I have to wonder about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which everyone was saying was such a step up as far as quality goes that I think I'm gonna really fall in love with that
Oh
one
yeah.
when I finish this one.
Wow, that's awesome. I I did play Split Fiction a little bit. I forgot to mention that. I am still playing Split Fiction about an hour every other week. We're not playing it very super intently, but it is a nice game in the fact that it's got these chapter selections, and so you kind of can play it for an hour at a time and continue to progress. So that has been a lot of fun. I believe we're towards the end of the game,
Ooh.
and it has started like calling me out a little bit. It gets very deep and intense. It gets into people's psychologies and things, and so felt very called out recently. I'm playing I'm playing Zoe for those who know the fantasy writer, and I was like, okay, you can stop talking now, thank you. Very very good game so far.
Yes. Very charming.
Uh, yeah, yes, for sure. But from there, we'll get into the gaming news, and I'll let you take that away.
Okay, so our first gaming news is the announcement that GameStop wants to buy eBay for $55.5 billion. So, um, the CEO, uh, Brian Cohen, wants the deal to go through, and he wants to make eBay a legit competitor to Amazon, as he bids to grow his business beyond games and merchandise. And he hit a 35 billion payout in the process. So GameStop said that the cash part of the offer is expected to be funded from a combination of cash and liquid investments on GameStop's balance sheet, and that totaled 9.4 billion as of earlier this year in January 31st, and through third-party acquisition financing with up to $20 billion in debt financing, from TD Securities. So they didn't say exactly where this third-party acquisition financing would come from, but they did say that they believe eBay isn't making enough money for what it's spending, and that it would deliver 2 billion of annualized cost reductions within 12 months of closing the deal, suggesting that they have plans for significant cuts, and that GameStop added that for its 1,600 US retail locations, they would give eBay a national network for authentic authentication, intake, fulfillment, and live commerce. And they want to bring the eBay business to its stores. um, they said that if eBay turns the offer down, he will go directly to its shareholders, which tells you how serious they are. So, in short, CEO of GameStop wants to fuse with eBay, um, and they believe they can make more money together. I'm not sure how everybody feels about this news. What do you think?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't really have like much of an opinion on it specifically. I am finding it really interesting to watch the market reaction to it. So they kind of announced it, and then GameStop's shares kind of immediately dropped today. And
Mhm.
I think it's this very high stakes, high reward situation. They don't really have the money to be buying it. Um, and trying to compete with Amazon is an incredibly ambitious goal in my mind. But maybe they can make it work, and it would, end up being in their favor. I just don't look at eBay as a competitor to Amazon at all. Like, it may be more of a competitor to a whatnot. I look at Walmart as, and maybe that's come in Arkansas. In Arkansas is like Walmart's headquarters, but Walmart and Amazon seem to be kind of head to head. If I Google something that I want, instead of Amazon search it, I usually get Walmart as my like first results.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, I don't know. eBay just doesn't feel like it's in a place right now where it could be Amazon's um, big competitor. I don't think competition's a bad thing. Like, why not?
No,
Have it.
but it
But
might be not be compatible though.
GameStop
The
always makes
competitors might not be
really
compatible
interesting
with each
choices.
other.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
They're never boring, that's for sure.
Yeah, very true.
The other bit of
What
news
else
that
is
we
going
have
on?
tonight, Bungie can. Oh, so the other bit of news is that Bungie confirms it has marathon story plans for the next few years, but nothing is completely locked in just yet. Um, I wasn't aware of this IP,
Okay.
but apparently, Bungie has a new IP called Marathon. Um, it seems to be
Yeah.
getting good
I was like,
reviews.
I don't know what this is, but cool.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. Um, but the creative director teased that the next steps for the developer includes shiny new extraction shooter. Sorry, so it's a it's a multiplayer reboot. It's only about 2 months old. She said that the team is confident that they at least have a loose idea of what direction they want to take in the narrative in the coming years. But it's not completely locked in just yet because it's important to let their players help them be able to shape it as well. So uh, Bungie in this story takes players to the world of Tau Ceti 4 um, for the PC, the PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S earlier in March. And its intention is to build it alongside its community, the players, for the months and ideally years ahead. So as it's growing, players give input as far as the development of this game. So it's kind of like in development all the time. Um,
Okay.
but not everybody's in love with the idea of it. But it sounds interesting. If that's if you're a Bungie fan, this might be worth looking into.
Yeah. For sure. I
And that's it. I think
I
that's it as far as
really
video game
I feel so
news.
out of the loop on this game.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I'll check it out. Well, from there, then we'll get into the movies. Again, I hadn't watched any movies this week. I don't know if you have.
I saw the
Oh,
Super
you definitely
Mario
did. You
Galaxy
said you
movie
did.
yesterday,
Yeah. How
so
was
that
it?
was fun.
I
There
know
was lots
it's a
of fun. I mean,
story-driven masterpiece.
oh yeah, it's definitely going to win best picture at the Oscars next year. It's definitely gonna win. No, it's definitely a very safe movie for kids to enjoy. Uh
Hmm.
if you're a Mario fan, you should at least check it out because there's so many Easter eggs, there's so many cameos. If you're a Nintendo fan, like so many times I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's so and so. Oh my gosh, it's that. Oh my gosh, it's that song from that game." And it was just a lot of fun. It had me smile. It had me smiling. It was a fun movie. Am I going to remember the story? Nope. But I love the animation and I love the cameos. So it was a fun movie. I do
Yeah, for
recommend
sure.
seeing it at least once if you're a Mario fan.
I think something really cool about this movie. A couple of things that are really cool about this movie is one, the story is actually as weird as it is. It might be canon to future video games. Uh,
Ooh, yeah,
Peach and Rosalina's relationship in the friendship or sistership,
relationship.
however you want to put it. That's kind of a spoiler. Sistership, but um, that's going to be canon, and so it'd be really cool if these movies continue to be kind of be canon to future games in a way. And then also, I don't remember who said it, but someone at Nintendo recently said there probably won't be a Smash Bros. Movie,
Ooh.
and this movie's kind of why. So they don't need to make it a Smash Bros. Movie. They can just do a Mario movie and continue bringing in these different characters from these different worlds. And then when they want a spinoff, they can do a spinoff. And so the Mario movies, if you, or at least this one, if you kind of watched it, in a way, it is a Smash Bros. Movie that's just Mario focused in a lot of ways. I'm glad you liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun too.
So that's what I saw.
Huh? Guys, yeah. From there, we'll get into the movie news then. Speaking of the Mario movie, good segue. Donkey Kong movie coming 2028. And so that'll be the next animated Nintendo movie. I believe we're getting Zelda before that.
How do we feel about a Donkey Kong movie? I think it's about time, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember watching like the Donkey Kong cartoon back in the day. It was a
Oh
show.
gosh, I remember that. It was awful.
Yes. Yes, it was.
How how dare you
And
remind
then
me of horrible memories, oh my gosh.
and then it's Seth Rogen, right? Is Donkey Kong at least the
Ye
first Mario
yeah.
movie?
Yeah, it is, yeah. He did a good job,
So, I think it'll I think it'll work. Yeah, I could totally see this being a fun movie to be watching.
and someday we'll see that Zelda movie too.
Yeah. We didn't really talk about that on the podcast at all, but we did get a first look at Link in a
Looks
still
really
a couple weeks
good.
back.
Looks really
And he
good.
looks like a Twilight Princess Link, and I'm really
Yes,
excited about it. It looks good.
it looks really good. Can't wait for a
They did
trailer.
it right. Yeah. But again, April 2028 is when we'll be getting this Donkey Kong movie. I love DK64, and so if it like really lays into that, I will be all about it, and I'm sure they will. I think that's a huge game in their library. Um, It is Star Wars Day as of recording this, not when you guys are listening. But we, the only Star Wars news that I could find legitimately is that Mandalorian and Grogu is predicted by Disney to do worse than Solo, a Star Wars story. So that's sad.
That was very sad. It's going to make
I
well, I don't know. I think it might make a lot of money because a lot of kids will wanna go see it, right?
yeah, I hope so. I I think it should have been a streaming movie. Um,
Yeah.
when I look at the trailers, it feels very stream movie, and I'm sure they put a lot of money into it. But I'm like,
Yeah,
I would have watched some streaming and been
it doesn't
excited.
feel epic and grand. Like, I remember when The Mandalorian was first announced, how gritty and dark it was, and it seems like gradually it's
Hmm.
gotten softer and lighter, to where it doesn't resemble what they were pitching all those years ago.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I really think too, Book of Boba Fett, really messed up the Mandalorian vibes.
Well, what I'm mad about that is that Mandalorian took over Book of Boba Fett halfway through to where it hijacked it, and it wasn't even Boba Fett's show anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is supposed to
Yeah.
be Boba's show. Why are we making it Boba and the Mandalorian? That's not fair.
Yeah, no, I agree. I watched the first episode of Maul Shadow Lord, and it has this very like underground gangster feel to it, very Godfather. And
Mhm.
the way the trailers portrayed Boba Fett, I'm like, that's what Boba Fett should have been. He takes over Hutt's like crime syndicate and then is like this crime boss. It would have been so cool. But they think they were just really trying to uh, hype up the Mandalorian, and they were like, oh, it's got to be all Mandalorian right now. Um, they leaned it too far, um, flew too close to the sun. But yeah, I feel like that was the fall. It was that, and then the next season of Mandalorian, and like you said, it really just got kind of childish and
Yeah, probably a different team of
lost its
writers,
grittiness.
unfortunately, and probably people were like, "Hey,
Could be.
Grogu is very marketable for the kids. Let's make it more kiddie so that more kids will buy our stuff."
Yeah. Yeah. Mandalorian, and that's who in this movie. Same with Solo. This is talk about Solo. Solo should have been a western. It should have been almost Firefly esque western. And I think that the Mandalorian in that first season has that spaghetti western feel to it, and it really lost that part of it too. And so like this movie doesn't even feel spaghetti western at all. And I'm like, that's what made the Mandalorian was this very like outlaw bounty hunter like on the job. He's got this kid that he's trying to tag along with, and like it just felt very cowboy. Um, and they've kind of dumped that for uh, I don't know the vibe that they're going for. Like, yeah, sell as many Grogu toys as possible.
Well, we'll have to see if it works.
Look how cute he is. Yeah. Um, I mean, speaking of Paramount, it's kind of on the same train, I feel like, as Disney with this. They're predicting a decline in movie attendance, but reiterates they have a 30 movie slate with Warner Bros. In plan. And so that's a lot of movies, and they're expecting to make them basically, they want to make them cheaper because they want to have more movies in theaters, but they won't be as high quality. So it won't be these big, expensive blockbusters. And I assume the reason for that is probably to remove a bit of the risk. So if a movie doesn't do well, you've got another movie coming on the slate that someone else can watch. But I don't know. Uh, it's really sad because we won't have as many of these like big blockbuster events that are, you know, the must sees in theater.
Yeah. Hollywood, unfortunately, has been moving away from the grand epic scale that we've seen in the 80s and 90s growing up. And we're seeing,
Mhm.
I don't know, the epics that are coming out now don't seem to be as weighty or as meaty or as memorable as they were like 40 years ago, 30 years ago. So, I mean, as a lot of the directors from back then are, close to retiring or passing away, we have the new helm generation that, maybe have a lot of great ideas, but like the board executives are shutting them down because it costs too much because everything's more expensive now and there's that fear of risk and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people who are like creatives in Hollywood are trying to jump ship because they're seeing the writing on the wall that Hollywood's not heading in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, the future is going to be really interesting, I think. Um, Probably not for consumers. We're probably going to be, yeah, kind of left in the dust. It's whatever makes money. So, uh, we'll go into TV. Uh, I'm I'm excited for next week because we'll have the Daredevil finale next week.
Yeah.
So that'll be really exciting. Other than that, like I said, I watched Mall. Only watched the first episode. I do think the only thing with Mall so far, it's great. It's beautiful. It's got this kind of 2D and 3D animation style, almost like Into the Spider Verse in a lot of ways. And my only issue with it is they really went with like TV PG still. And I think Mall needed to be like a PG-13. I don't remember what they used for TV. Um,
TV
like
14,
TV
probably.
Y14 or whatever it is.
Yeah, TV 14.
Yeah. So to do kind of a kids like you can't make Darth Maul childish.
Mm-mm.
And so it's childish in the same way that Samurai Jack was. So, a lot of robots, a lot of alien blood, not real blood, so you don't have to worry about, uh the TV ratings dropping. But like this should be gritty. Darth Maul should be gritty. He's a villain. I love the title Shadow Lord. It's so like edgy and ridiculous, but
Mhm.
um I think it's why the show needed to be edgy and ridiculous. Making it a PG show, I'm like, okay. But it's getting really well received. I've only watched the first episode, like I said. Um, I really like this idea that he's just on this like rampage of revenge, and every time he works to get his revenge, kind of starts the cycle over, and it just adds more work for him. There's no relief, um, and so obviously in the show he's not going to end that cycle. He ends that in another show, but it's good stuff.
I haven't seen it yet,
What have you
but
been watching?
still watching The Office season 9, so we're about halfway through season 9, so hopefully we'll be wrapping it up soon. It's good, some character derailments are not as fun. You know, Creating some drama where that really doesn't need to be drama, I guess, because we're running out of ideas, but Um, yeah.
Okay.
So The Office, but also Daredevil. So watching the grand finale tomorrow. Is that when it comes out?
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna be screaming and crying.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm so excited for it. I They say they're gonna surprise us, and I'm like, I don't know if you can surprise us, but I'm ready to be surprised.
I don't know. They've been
I'm hoping.
surprising us pretty well this season. They've been feeding us
It's
pretty
true.
well,
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's a such a good show. We'll get to the TV news then. Like I said, what is our time on this? We are running through it. Yeah, this will be one of the shortest podcast episodes ever, but that's totally fine. James Gunn says that the authority no longer fits the broader DCU plan, the larger DCU plan, and so that is why it was canceled. But he did announce that Booster Gold is in the works, and then Paradise Lost, which I don't know what Paradise Lost is. I'm sure someone does.
It's a book.
Uh,
It's a
okay.
book. It's a book.
I thought it was an anime.
No, it's a really old book, hundreds of years old, about the fall of Satan and the Genesis story, a reinterpretation of the Genesis story.
Okay. Interesting. Well, how does that work with DCU?
Uh, that's a good question. I actually don't know.
I'm so
Uh,
curious now.
oh, that's why. Paradise is, in DC, that's the island where Wonder Woman is from.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be
Interesting.
a Game of Thrones style political drama exploring the struggles of the Amazons on
Themyscira.
Themyscira. Yeah. So
That's cool. Okay.
that's why it's called that.
And then we have Booster Gold. Chris Pratt is being eyed to play Booster Gold, and I think that's honestly perfect. It was either him or Kumanji. I
It
can't remember Kumanji's full name. Kumar.
it it is, but isn't he too linked to the MCU to make it work? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's a good point. He will literally just be Star Lord in the DC
Yeah,
if you make him Booster
exactly.
Gold. Like that character is going to be the same character.
It'd be different if he had played a side character in the MCU, but he's a lead, and I don't know about leads transferring very well across franchises.
Yeah. I do think Kumanji would have been a lot of fun. I know that would have been kind of the riskier choice, but I think he could play that part really well.
Yeah.
Um, but Chris Pratt, I mean, when I think of Booster Gold, I think of Star Lord a lot of times anyway. So
Mhm.
we'll see. And the last bit of news is these little, they're called Pac-Man snack breaks, and they're like little Looney Tune era Pac-Man shorts, and they look so good. They are going to be releasing on the Pac-Man, is the Pac-Man YouTube channel? Let me let me go look. It might be Atari. I can't imagine it was Atari. I feel like it's Pac-Man. Pac-Man snack breaks. Um, Pac-Man official is the YouTube channel. New Pac City, May 22nd on YouTube. I love that art style. I don't know. Um, I love. There's a 3D Pac-Man that I played on the GameCube, and it was so good back in the day. I also
That's good.
there was a oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's cute that Pac-Man is still, you know, getting more recognition and more exposure all these years later, all these decades later.
Yeah, for sure. I I remember on my iPod Touch, I had Pac-Man, and you could when you would beat a level, you could kind of save the game. So if you like got to level 20, then you or 22, you could start at 22.
It's
And
nice.
the game just speeds up after a while. Like the game's the same. It's the same pattern. It just gets faster. And so I was playing it enough that I just knew the pattern. And as long as I was doing the pattern fast enough, it stopped being about like trying to like run away. It was just doing the exact same pattern. It was pattern recognition. And then after a while, it would go so fast that your pattern would have to change up a little bit. But I got to like a level 130 or something like that. Something really ridiculous. Don't hold me to that. I might be exaggerating. It's been a long time. Um, but I remember my save file got deleted. I had to go back, and Pac-Man level 1 is so slow that I could not win because my patterns were all messed up. All the patterns that I had known were wrong now. But played that game
See,
for a really long time.
See, this is why video games are good for you because you learn patterns and your brain learns to recognize those patterns.
Exactly. There's so many benefits to video games. We could go
Mhm.
on forever about that.
Exactly.
But I think that is all of the news for the day. Are you geeking out about anything else this week?
Did we talk about the Warner Brothers Coyote trailer that
Mm,
dropped last week? I'm not sure if we did.
I don't think we did.
We should probably
Yeah,
talk
a little
about
bonus
that.
piece.
Yeah, because that was kind of a big deal. That came out of nowhere for the longest time. I think somebody was protesting in front of Warner Brothers, and from that we got a trailer of what's it called? It's
Yeah,
Coyote versus Acme or something like that.
versus Acme. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I love that they threw shade at Warner Bros. In the movie
Yes. If you
or in the
haven't seen the
trailer at
trailer,
least.
you need to check
I
out the
was like,
trailer if you haven't seen it yet. It's so good.
yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yes.
I did get missed, I think, over the week. Cool. Well, we'll end the podcast there. Andrea, where can they find you at?
You can find me on the Discord at Andrea Riccati or on Instagram at Andrea Riccati as well. And you are free to say hi, stop on by, chat a little bit. I'm always happy to say hi. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Cool. And you can find me on Instagram at Cody Armour. Keep gaming, keep praying. God bless.